Alright, so before we get this started, I might as well say, uh, don't take any of my opinions as fact right now because this is still only in beta, but this will be my review for Windows 10 on the Xbox One, and yeah, just take it with a grain of salt. It's still in beta. So, hello everybody, my name is Party Midnight, or you can call me Cody, and this is my review of Windows 10, and let me just say the footage you're seeing right now is a genuine real-time footage of me loading up my console. When I first downloaded the Windows 10 beta, it's only available to preview members as of right now for the preview program, but let me tell you, when I first downloaded it, it almost bricked my console. It told me to contact Microsoft support, and then it black screened, and then it reset itself, and it proceeded to show me the Xbox One boot up screen for a good solid, I think, 15 minutes or so. 15 to 30 minutes, and as of right now, every time I turn on the Xbox, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to load up. Currently in this, it takes like 3 or 4, but that's because I had been sitting there for a good 5 or 6 minutes beforehand. So if this happens to your console, let me know, because I don't want to be the only one having this issue here. But yeah, so skipping forward a bit in the video, because I'm going to cut most of this out just to make this easier. This is the Xbox One preview screen, or the Xbox One Windows 10 screen, the home screen, and below it you can see all the pinned stuff and my games and apps and stuff, and it looks fantastic. It looks way better than how it originally looked. I really like Windows 10 way more than the original UI of Xbox One. Here's the community tab. You can see all the clips and stuff. We're just probably going to go through and watch 2 clips or so, and we're going to look at an achievement so you can see, like, oh, that's nice. It just pops out, doesn't take up the screen. Nothing really too important there. Here's a friend of mine on Golgoroth, apparently. But yeah, like, now we scroll down, and here's another friend playing Metal Gear Solid 5, not 5, but Ground Zeroes. But yeah, so Xbox One is actually looking way better than the Xbox One originally was. Personally, I really like this a lot more. We're going to move over to the One Guide here. It shows you all the different TV shows and programs you can watch, and then the games, or the Store Guide. Now, the Store Guide opens up to games, apps, movies and TV, and then music. And it runs smoothly, everything works correctly, and here's the snap function. It's nothing too special. I mean, it's much better because you can actually choose recent play. It like feels a lot smoother than the original snap, because it'd take a long time to load, and it'd say, oh, you need to install this app, and you can even clear your notifications that you've got, so you don't have them there forever. And the Snap Center, it has plenty of apps already downloaded into it. Now, the settings is completely different here. Instead of pressing start, being able to go to settings above quit, or below quit, it's in the snap function. You gotta go to the right and then go all the way down, and then you could go into settings. And right now I'm just sort of playing with the settings, looking at all the different things. They have new accessibility options, like magnifier and narrator and closed captioning. It certainly does make Xbox a lot easier to use if you have these things, but yeah, like right now I'm playing around with all the different settings, like or there's really a lot of customability for the closed captioning and stuff, because I guess I wanted to make it easier for people to play around with. But yeah, for now I'm just gonna skip forward in the video. There's gonna be a lot of cuts here and there, but right now I'm gonna move on. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna move on. Yeah, I'm moving on to the narrator now. And it's interesting just to listen to. Like, I'm making sure on how to use it, and it's pretty interesting. You can hear
settings with
that
narrator.
it's saying
Narrator
things in the background. And
Magnifier
I mean,
2
it
of
works,
5
it does its
Closed
job.
captions 3 of 5
I haven't used it too much.
Contrast 4 of
I
5
don't really need to use
button
it. Like,
mapping
all
5
this
of
stuff
5
I
button.
really don't
Narrator
need to
1
use,
of 5
so
button.
yeah.
Narrator.
So now another new feature for it is the controller, or the accessory screen. I don't know what to call this. I'm pretty sure it's called Xbox accessory. But it shows you your Xbox controller, and later on you're going to be able to configure your controller like the Elite controller. The Elite controller is going to be it's only going to be special because the new D-pad and the triggers and the hair trigger lock and everything else. But every Xbox controller will be able to be customly configured to what you can remap any button, which is going to be extremely nice. It's going to, for some games, it's going to be really useful. For other games, it's, not going to be so useful. But, it's the thought that counts. Xbox is finally getting the feature that PS4 has had for a while. So that's another nice thing. Although a weird thing about the Xbox accessories is you can't really do anything other than that. Like, you can't really do anything with it. So yeah, moving down to settings, you can look at all the different settings here. I'm just going through and looking at all the different settings that I believe are new. I don't know if they're new or not, but you can look through and pause and see what all the new settings are. There's nothing really too special with it. But yeah, so that's all the settings, and I believe we're gonna go back to apps now. This is obviously a post commentary, but all the apps, there's the achievements, there's everything else. Now, it is really interesting. I didn't notice it. I'm going to the Reddit app, Reddit X, for the Xbox One, and I'm gonna go look at that. I think for me, it starts me off at the Xbox One Reddit. I don't know if that's a normal thing, but that's where it starts me off. It takes a while to load, but I guess, I don't know. Xbox One, Windows 10 has been taking quite a bit of time to load. Well, that's probably my only situation, or only mine rather. But I only have one friend who I talk to who actually uses Windows 10. He has Windows 10 on his Xbox One, and I've been talking to him about it, and from what I understand, he isn't experiencing the same issues that I am experiencing. I guess it's because his is a bit newer or something. He got that Sunset Overdrive one, and I got the original ones that came out, so hopefully all this gets sorted in the future and I won't have to buy a new Xbox One, because if so, Microsoft, please. But yeah. Anyways, moving on, we're going to be looking at, I don't remember what we're moving to. I believe we're going to move to upload now. And now the thing about upload, actually no. I go to the media player. Media player, it's the same thing. You have to go full screen in order to use it. And then we're moving down to I believe now we're going to go to Upload, either that or Groove Music. I don't really remember this well, which is kind of bad, but, you know, whatever. I go down to my pins and, hey, let's go off to Upload. Now, in the Upload, it's different. They got rid of Upload as an app. It's no longer an app for the Xbox One, so if you own the Xbox One and you aren't going to use Upload anymore, basically. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to go look at some of my old clips and see how Upload would react. And for some reason, it threw me back into Red X without me wanting it to, but whatever. So I move on to Games and Apps. And currently, Upload, they have Upload Studio, but they do not have Upload anymore. Upload does not exist. It is currently filed under Game DVR. Game DVR was the original app you would use to record your clips or whatever. It's what you would want to use for your clips. And now this is where you can watch all of your uploaded stuff from everything from Upload. So I'm just going to play a few clips, for example. This is a clip I got in Destiny while soloing the Crota raid. Nothing too special. I just thought it was funny because, well, you'll see. I don't know if they ever fixed this or if they ever made this, or if, like, I don't know why this is working, but hey, Gatekeeper falls off, Gatekeeper flies off, another Gatekeeper flies off, Gatekeeper flies off, and then Gatekeeper flies off. And finally the Gatekeeper gets it right. So the Gatekeeper just kept respawning, and that was pretty funny to me. Another clip. I think I go through 3 or 4 clips here, but you know, these are all pretty nice. Or at least I like these, like Destiny while playing the Rift. I go to collect the Rift, and I go to collect special ammo because I am a whore for special ammo, and I love it because Party Crasher is still very well and alive, and Crucible. I dunk the Rift, get a few kills, run over around, and boom, invisible guy gets shotgunned. And then, of course, moving on to, I have a few Rainbow Six Siege clips, and I have a few actual, I believe I skip over this one because this one's uneventful, but another addition to Video Games Hate Me, Rainbow Six Siege. But seriously, I have some gameplay. I think I have a few gameplays of Rainbow Six Siege, and I don't know, I'll probably use those at some point because I do like Rainbow Six Siege. It's a fun game. The beta was really fun. I had a lot of fun with it playing with friends, and I must say, I don't know if it's worth it yet because I don't have the full game. A lot of people have been reviewing it because of how, I don't know, people tend to review betas and say, hey, the game's going to be this good, when in all reality, no, it's not going to be that good. But I'm sort of straying away from the topic here. But anyways, Rainbow Six Siege, I do have some videos of, so I might do gameplay of that and commentaries of that. But yeah, Video Games Hate Me. You glitch through walls. Please fix your game. You play Ubisoft. Yeah, that's who made it. So yeah, I think this is when I finish with Upload, or I might look at one more. Oh yeah, I look at one more, and then I move on to the next clip. The reason why I'm not cutting over this is because, well, you know, I'm just trying to show that, hey, there's nothing really wrong with all these apps. The only thing I've had an issue with is loading up the Xbox. Everything else runs perfectly fine. You know, Acolyte runs it. Yeah. From my preview I currently have of it, it looks like there are some parts where it just sort of skips frame by frame, but I can assure you that's not the Xbox. It's probably my Elgato messing up. But yeah, so I believe that's it now, and I decide to move on to Groove Music. Groove Music, it's Groove Music. What do you expect? There's nothing really too special with it. It's just, yeah. Shows you your name, shows you what you've listened to. You can get free music, you can listen to free music, whatever. It's nothing special. But now I believe I move on to Microsoft Edge. And now Microsoft Edge is the new Internet Explorer. They killed Internet Explorer and started Edge. Now with Edge, it's going to take a lot of work to refrain myself from editing a picture of the superstar Edge's face on here. Now Microsoft Edge is, it's a new browser. It's the browser for Xbox One. You start off at Bing and you sort of look around. It's interesting. Now, I really don't like the keyboard for the Xbox One, but it's whatever. I go to Google, the superior search engine, and I just don't know what to look up, so I look up Twitter. I go over and I look up Twitter, TW, and then twerking pops up, obviously, because that's what I want. But, Twitter, it's Twitter. What do you expect? It looks the same on Xbox One as it would any other browser, I believe, so I wouldn't know because I use TweetDeck, but, So then I go on to, what do I look up here? I can hardly tell what that is. Windows 10. So I look up Windows 10, and yeah, my preview of this is really bad. But so I look up Windows 10, and now I'm looking up MP3 to MIDI. If you don't get the joke, don't worry about it. If you do get the joke, awesome. But MP3 to MIDI. Because that's impossible for some reason. And then after that, I proceed to look up, can my Xbox One, or can I get a virus on my Xbox One? Because I was honestly, genuinely curious about whether or not you could get a virus on the Xbox One. But from what I'm understanding, from what I've seen, from the post, you cannot get an Xbox virus. There's no such thing as a virus for an Xbox One. It's just basically, apparently Microsoft Edge on the Xbox One does not save any cookies or anything, so you can't really get any viruses within your Xbox One. So I guess that's a good thing for some people who look up MP3 to MIDI or MP3.exe download, or AVI.xxx.exe or something. And then, of course, for the adventurous here, as that one guy had posted about we know what you're looking up, or for the adventurous who look up, you can see on screen. And I'm gonna cut it right there just so you don't have to see anything. And that's when it had closed me out of. I was reading an interesting article about how Pornhub actually gets info and all this other stuff. But here we look at the new party chat. It has a lot of options. It even has a text chat menu, and you can type whatever you want, even if you have a microphone or something, and you can just type it in there, and people who don't have mics can reply to you, and it's pretty simple. All in all, I really enjoy this new update. It's really good. I like it for the most part. Like, it plays really good, feels really good, and I think I would say go for it when it comes out. Don't get it if you are part of the preview program, go for it. But if you are looking to get into the preview program, I would suggest waiting, because by the time you get into the preview program and by the time you start getting into the new Xbox One experience, they'll probably be rolling out the Windows 10 update anyways, because that's supposed to drop next month. So yeah, there's that. All in all, I'd say if you can download it. Just be careful, because my console has experienced some issues. I'm hoping that's gonna change. I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, my name has been Party Midnight. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. And if you didn't, please tell me why in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye.